Good afternoon, Internet, and welcome back to Destination Venus here, under the stairs at Harrogate's fantastic Everyman Cinema. It is Wednesday, and that means there is a whole new rack. Let's see what's on there. Obviously, we're running a little bit late this week. There was a bank holiday, which means everything is a day late. We have, however, got everything up just in time. We start with Night's End, Part 1. It is the end of Night Terrors. We can leave the nightmare realm and get on with, actual comics, doing actual stuff. Then we have Alice Never After, issue 2. If you remember the original miniseries, we left Alice in Neverland, and, well, it's not going well, frankly. Great, weird psychological horror stuff going on there. Then we've got Arcade Kings, and our first issue 1 of the week, we have Batman Catwoman, The Gotham War. Battle lines, because my goodness, you can't have too many words in a title, can you? This is something that's been brewing for a while, ever since they decided to mess up all the great work that Tom King did on Selina and Bruce's relationship. But it's written by Chip Zdarsky, so as you would expect, it's kind of brilliant. But the rivalry, the friction between the Bat and the Cat is finally going to ignite into flame. Then we have our second issue 1 of the week. This is Black Hammer at the end as Jeff Lemire continues the superhero saga with a twist. The twist being that nobody really knows what's happening. Then we have issue 2 of Blade as Marvel Comics continue to not in any way mesh with Marvel films. Then we have Catwoman Uncovered, because you can never have too much Catwoman. A celebration of the many and varied and amazing appearances that Catwoman has made on the cover of comics. And there are some absolute doozies here. Case in point. Then we have another issue 1. It's a one-shot. Action Comics presents the Doomsday Special. I've kind of lost track of what's happening with Doomsday. He's in hell, apparently in charge. He may be about to rise back to the mortal plane. If he does, that's bad news for everybody. It's down to Supergirl and the Martian Manhunter to get things sorted out. And just as I say those words, I hadn't thought about that, but the only fear that the Martian Manhunter has is fire. I'm not entirely sure hell is his natural habitat, that's all I'm saying. Then we have yet another issue 1. The top shelf of this rack is spoiling us this week. Frank Miller presents Ancient Enemies First Responder. Building on the Ancient Enemies universe that kicked off, well, with Ancient Enemies 1, really. Things are now starting to stand alone. You don't have to have read the whole Ancient Enemies thing to understand what's going on with First Responder, and it is actually a really sound superhero take. Then we have Danny Getch, the Ghost Rider, not the original, but to my mind still the best of all the Ghost Riders. We're on issue 4 now, and it's a real nostalgia fest. If you were reading comics in the 90s, you're going to love that. It's going to take you right back. Then we have Naught's Swimsuit Edition. This is a one-shot of pin-ups and stuff from DC. There is some story content in here too. One for the beach, I would wager. Then we have Godzilla Rivals continuing, now with added Space Godzilla. All the kaiju fun you can shake a stick at if that is your idea of a good time. Seriously, if giant lizards hitting each other is what does it for you, we've got you covered. Hunger and Dusk continues, hitting issue 2. The Incredible Hulk continues to be incredible. Great work by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I'm really, really loving this. Hitting issue 3. And then we have the 30th anniversary special, Feel Old Yet? For the mighty Morphing Power Rangers. Some great stuff here. Input from people who've been involved with the TV show. I'm afraid I'm a little bit exactly the wrong age for the Power Rangers. So I can't identify the names of the people who were actually Power Rangers, but a couple of them are involved in this. And it's just good fun. Then, speaking of things that are not in any way good fun, the Cult of Carnage continues with Misery issue 4. The Contest of Chaos continues in Moon Knight Annual for 2023. And she's back because, well, it's not that you demanded it, it's that you didn't really want it to go away in the first place. Ms. Marvel, the new mutant. No longer just an Inhuman, she's now officially a mutant, having been reborn on the island of Krakoa. There is input here from Iman Vellani, Ms. Marvel herself. Normally, I kind of think that that's sort of stunt casting, but actually in this case, she's brought a real understanding of the character to these stories. And far be it for a curmudgeonly old git like me to say so, but I approve. Then we have IDW's Endless Summer, which means I've misracked this, but never mind. Beginning with My Little Pony. There's more Endless Summer coming up, but not before we have looked at Nightmare Country, The Glass House, issue 4, as the Sandman universe continues to expand. And of course, I'm fairly sure this is very late, but The Riddler Year 1, issue 6 of 6 is finally on the rack this week. And this has been, obviously ties into The Batman, a movie I am still remiss in not having yet seen. But it's just been a really dark, enthralling tale of descent. And I can't recommend it high enough. Absolutely cracking read. Then we have more of IDW's Endless Summer. We have Dungeons and Dragons. We have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And of course, we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles continuing their Saturday morning adventures. Comics for the younger person in your life, but also for anyone who still has an inner child. I love these. They're brilliant. Spider-Man India hits issue 3. Superboy, the Man of Tomorrow, hits his penultimate issue in this particular run, issue 5 of 6. The Ultimate Invasion continues over in the Marvel Universe, although I've got to be honest, nobody in the Marvel Universe appears to have noticed unless they're in this comic. But it's written by Jonathan Hickman, great art by Brian Hitch. It's a good, fun summer blockbuster. What more do you want? Then, wrapping up, we have The Death of the Venomverse hitting issue 3, and The Weapons of Vengeance continuing in Wolverine. That is it for this week. It's a very small rack this week. Everything else here is issue 1s and stuff you will recognise from previous weeks. It's a small but mighty rack to end the month of August as we begin to slip towards autumn. I know, the year's nearly over. Where has it gone? So, we are here Wednesday, Thursday and Friday between 1 PM and 5:30 PM, and because I like to get up early on a Saturday, we're here from 11 AM until 5:30 PM on Saturday. Come on down under the stairs at the Everyman Cinema. We would love to see you. If you can't get in, we're open all the time online. The website isn't necessarily as up to date as I would like it to be, but it is catching up. It is definitely catching up. www.destinationvenus.co.uk, and if you don't see what you're looking for, just email us info@destinationvenus.co.uk, or find us on the social medias. Well, pretty much all of them: Blue Sky, Twitter, Facebook, Threads, Instagram, Spoutable, Hive. We're on all of them basically, except Mastodon because I can't be dealing with it. So, however you choose to see us, we look forward to seeing you. Until we do, be kind to yourself, be kind absolutely everybody else, and above all else, love comics. We'll see you soon.